Everything should be set. Should be good to go. I'm just gonna assume. And we'll get ready to get started here. Hope everyone's having a good night. About to get involved in a little bit of a Le Mans stream. Wish it were longer than an hour, but I don't really have time to spare right now, so we're just gonna go with this. Because I need to get it done anyway. And for this one we're going to be using the 908. Probably not my favorite prototype car, but it is a really good one for the hybrid era, for a lot of the shenanigans going on now. And it just flat out is a very great car, if you ask me. Maybe not within the meta of this game, the balance of performance, but still just handles incredibly well on its own. With the HDI FAP, you'll be taking it up against 19 other prototype cars, some of which fictional, some of which not. We'll be starting 16th on the grid. Not enough disk space for the replay. That's fun. Oh well, too bad I'm already streaming it. Let's see. So yeah, I'm also gonna turn off ABS to my own dismay, because that's how it's really done out there. They aren't using ABS in prototypes, even though it's not exactly well modeled in this game. Lockup isn't well modeled in this game, but this is how they do it. So I'm going to try and aspire to that, even though it probably can only end badly. I also realize that I've since started using bumper cam, since I think the last time I've streamed or done a video on GT Sport. Not necessarily my favorite thing in the world, but at the same time, it is more advantageous right now for me than using cockpit cam. Just for reasons mainly related to FOV. Just makes more sense right now. Also, I kind of forgot to be short shifting because fuel's going to be at a premium here. Yep, already. That lockup is already killing me, it's already giving me a hard time, but we'll get through it, I guess. Just gotta get on the brakes earlier. Just forget this thing's going so daggone fast. That's better. Still got some time to make up before I get close to the front. A little bit early there, but honestly early better than late. Nice, as better than expected. A little bit of lockup there, but gonna make it through. Try and get one more position to go with it. Oh, and the aerodynamic grip just holds you down through here, keeps you completely planted. Soft, soft, and back on power. Oh, wow. Not enough power, clearly. Yep, it's gonna be the first lap. It was not perfect, but better than nothing. Also a little better than the first lap, though still needs some work. So I'm not all the way up on the curb there, near that second apex. Feels a lot better now that I'm like now that I'm not locking the tires up that much. Let's see what we can't sneak away with. There we go. Nice and easy, no effort at all, no trouble, no drama. Obviously that wasn't crazy, but at the same time it wasn't exactly a whole lot of space to get through there. And actually get on the brake decently hard there on the Hunaudiere. Excuse me if I'm mispronouncing that. It's like the only time though, and I really don't like the way that the lockup is modeled because it's so early and you really get no chance to even use full brake power. Like I got close for a second there, but even then I still started to hear the tires squeal a little bit. So I keep saying I'm going to short shift and I keep not short shifting. Keep dragging it out. Again, a little bit soft through there, but I think for all the right reasons. Also, now that I'm thinking about it, I probably should turn the VOP on, just to make it a little bit more balanced for myself, so that it wouldn't be as easy to just kind of claw through everyone, but it is what it is. And I think that'll still be very challenging all the same, with or without the VOP on. But I will say it is a little bit unfair to some of the hybrid cars that I can just kind of fly through here. You know, they can out-accelerate me, but I can really just beat them on top end, for sure. Still about 20 seconds off the leaders. A little bit of lockup there at the front. Try and move the brake bias rearward a bit to combat that. Make it a little bit easier to turn the car in and also get it stopped. Get on the brakes a good bit earlier that time, but car's rotating nicely. Didn't have to jam on the brakes. I feel like I can get on them a little bit more now. Just a smidge. ground pretty easily here. Slipstream. Get around that way. Oh, wow. Yeah, I feel like I finally got dialed in now. The car feels like it wants to stop, and everything's working properly. So we finished 2 laps. We've got about 51.5 minutes to go. So it should be pretty good here. Get some lockup going on again. But no matter, it's pretty mild and we are still going. One thing I will say now, though, is that it's already a lot more successful than my Project Cars 2 attempt at the 24 Hours of Le Mans. That was a travesty. That was not a fun time. A lot better into the Mulsanne corner. So much more confident with the speed that I had coming in. We should make it up to the front pretty soon here. Ooh, that was a little close. Had some front lockup as we were starting to turn into the corner there. Just always not good. Double plus ungood. Lockup on corner entry. I feel like half of the stream is just going to be me talking about lockup because I can't find a happy place with this ABS. I guess all that means is I just gotta be softer with it. It's not very confidence-inspiring, though. Just makes you think, dang, it's already locking up? Just gonna wait it out. See if I can't get under this guy. Get on the inside. Got a little lucky with some lockup there. Take a drink every time I say lockup from this point on. Hell, take a drink retroactively if you want to. We're up to 3rd, doing well. Just under 15 minutes. 50 minutes to go. Already near the daggum front. To P. Fenstermesh Hawker. It's a mouthful of a name. A little wide there, a little wide. Obviously, I'd have to hold myself to much more strict driving standards if I was actually online right now, but we are just cooling it. I've had a bit of enough of online today. I don't know, there's only so much of that I can take. It's really fun, but at the same time, I'm just not excellent. There we go. Got the braking just about right there. Yeah, this will probably be a one-stop race. A little bit of a hard charge in there. Nothing crazy, just a little quicker than I would have liked. Not quite as good as last lap, but we're going to make it through with no issues. Still got a Fenstermacher on our tail, about a second behind. Of course, we also don't have the fuel map all the way up. So yeah, we're about 4 laps deep. Probably enough fuel to make it to 9 laps maybe. We'll see. I'm just gonna put my money on 8 right now. Dang, this thing just goes up through the gears like it's nothing. Almost like it was a hybrid car. Funny. Up, a little deep, and we're in the gravel. Yep, that's a safe rejoin. That was a safe rejoin there, kids. Yep, we're almost a quarter of the way through the race. Already. Kind of crazy. A little bit of a touch there. Alright, I'm pushing too hard officially. Tires cannot take too much more of this. Let me back off a little bit. Yep, starting to get loose. Get him in the marbles. But we'll hold it together. That's the other thing though, even when this thing is low on grip, it still grips. So I felt it getting loose for a second there. Yeah, I don't know. I will actually say the tire model now, since they updated it, and I think it was 120... It was either 122 or 123. It's not really coming to my mind what the current version is. But whatever the update was prior to this last one, which was practically just a hotfix, the tire model just makes it so much easier to really feel what's going on. And I'm a huge fan of it, even though things are a little slower now. They kind of slow the cars down in some ways, but you feel a much more dynamic sense of grip. Because I remember when I first was trying out the beta over a year ago for this game, and it was pretty much just N300, Group 4 and Group 3, everything felt so flat. Like, everything felt very flat, very... there was no feeling in the cars. Especially in the N300 cars, but there's just no feeling at all. And now, like, obviously a release version fixed some of that, but this tire model change fixes so much more of that. It makes it so much easier even to really get the car to do what you want to do and to tell you what you want to know. A little bit more front lockup, take another drink. Yeah, the level of communication though is really good, and I feel like there's a lot more slides that are being caught now, at least in my case. There's a lot more inspired confidence, and there's a lot more overall communication of what, you know, car's trying to do when a little wide there again. Really need to back off, because the tires just can't take too much more. That's what I'm going to do, just a little too much right now. Seems like we got a good rhythm going now. Seems like we had a good rhythm since lap 2 or 3, so I'm happy about that. Still amazed that 329 is really the best I'm capable of right now, but complaining isn't going to exactly fix it. Focusing will. I'm wondering if at any point I'm going to start lapping cars, because I know that during the Nürburgring event, I eventually did start lapping cars. But this is a much larger track, same amount of time, so I don't know if that's going to happen. Because the car that's in last place, roughly, is coming through Arnage, if I'm not mistaken, if that's the right name for the corner. Let's get to the Metric 220. Okay, car's starting to lock up a little bit earlier now. Lap 8 definitely sounds like a great time to bring it in. Remedy that issue. Hopefully be on our way. Probably a little bit more than enough fuel. Still made it. Good there. Oh! See, every time I say something like that, it's not going to end well. I just wasted a bunch of rear tire on that, so good job. Could be worse though, I suppose. Could be worse. Lost about 8 seconds there. It happens. A little bit tight there. Also, when I had that spin, I just feel like all the momentum I had and all the rhythm I had just flew out the window. I really feel like I'm second-guessing myself now. So, yeah, I definitely want to bring it in very soon. This will probably be a 12 or... What? I was wrong. Probably be a 17-lap race, roughly speaking. Probably an 8-lap stint followed by a 9. Something like that. A little bit wide there. No harm, no foul. Just really gotta back off some once the tires are, you know, kind of more worn in. We're being a bit more economical than the rest of the field right now, so it's +1 for us. A little wide there again. I'm really trying to push the car a bit harder than it wants to be pushed at this moment in time. And of course, when the tires are fresh, I probably wasn't pushing hard enough. Apparently, we're on a tear right now. broke myself a little bit. Didn't realize I had stepped on the pedal that hard. What I wouldn't give to be back on, to have at least a durometer in or something. Right now my current setup just doesn't allow me to mount my pedals or have them secured in any way, so I really just don't feel comfortable with putting a durometer in. Really wide. Yeah, I don't feel comfortable doing that just because pedals probably just fly up and flip over or whatever. You know, I'm lucky that they're not sliding as it is. But until I can get to a situation where I can get them hard mounted, I really don't want to put a durometer in or anything. Just because I know it would be too much pressure. Yep, so we're going to bring it in on lap 8. You're going to have to somehow make the fuel last a little bit longer. We're going to make it a one-stop strategy. Fuel and the tires, but I know how to make the tires last longer, and that's just not lock up for one thing. But to make the fuel last a little bit longer, we're going to have to do some more fuel saving. Which shouldn't be too hard. We weren't very aggressive using the map settings, and I could still be short shifting even more. Probably still retain a solid amount of acceleration. So, just try and get it right. Next stint. It's funny. I didn't even think about how quick your reflexes relate to be through this section. I mean, they don't have to be amazing, but especially if you're on controller, you do have to be a little bit sharper, just to make sure that the changes of direction are swift enough, but also smooth enough. Ah, a little wide there. Compromise some speed for that. Yeah, front tires are really going. And that's okay. Fenstermacher back behind us again. Some of the more economical cars are still on their pit cycles. Still on more similar pit cycles to me, I should say. The problem that I see is that a lot of them are probably going to do a two-stop strategy for that very reason, and it's just not going to work out. Bit of front left lockup. Take another drink. You got a 30-second gap. Mainly because we're just still on pretty reasonable pace and we are just being so economical. Turn up to fuel map 2. Felt a little bit more Larry getting in there. Still, I was trail braking quite a bit. Had to really get the car in there. It's not exactly... Didn't want to be doing it at that speed. Alright, looks like we got stopped just about in time there. And that's one of the things I'll say. Some people really like the Sarthe, some people don't. I think it's just one of those courses. It has a really good flow to it despite having so many high-speed sections. In that you really can you can fall into a rhythm really easily without having to really work for it. And I'd say learning the track is a little bit different. Okay. I compromise that one. Compromise it hard. That would be dead. I would be dead. Anyway, what was I saying? Learning the track might not be as easy, but once you know it and you have it down, it's very easy to fall into a rhythm. I do really appreciate that. GT Sport is a little bit more confidence inspiring with the with all the grip here. It's a lot of aerodynamic grip to be spoken of, whereas if you're in like project cars or something else, is a little bit less inspiring, a little bit more fearful. As you're coming around these corners, you're worrying about, is it going to grip, is it going to slide out, is something crazy going to happen. Hard tires again, just gotta make them last. And since we're pretty much on 1% fuel, we're just gonna go all the way up to the diamond and do what we can to make it work. Hopefully our lead doesn't diminish too much while we wait, because it's gonna take a fairly long time to refuel. Oh, I've fallen down the order. You know, definitely be third by the time I come out, that's for sure. There they go. Pastor comes in as well. So we gotta save some more fuel this time around. Be a little bit more aggressive on fuel saving. Which is kind of funny. It's a little bit of an oxymoron. Aggressive fuel saving. Point being is that we did lose some spots. Our 30-second lead did indeed go away. And now we are 3 seconds behind the leader. Couple of Vision GT cars, but we got tires back, we got fuel back in it. And all told, it should be pretty easy to make sure that the car does a little bit better both on fuel and tires this time around. Slow it down a little bit more than I would have wanted to there, but not the end of the world. Side by side there, take it away. That would have been track limits. That would have been slightly out of the boundaries, but I think I had a good reason for doing it. Say that. Let's turn the fuel mix down a little bit because he's keeping up with me on the straightaway. Giving me a bit too much pressure. And he's going to get into me and give me a nudge. Just about nudge me off the course. Still getting damn good speed on the gravel for some reason. Honestly, it's not that he nudged me off course, it's that I kind of panicked and locked him up there, and that just didn't help anything. Take another drink. A little too... Oh, no. Got it. I'm surprised that it turned in that much. Honestly thought it was going to be going out a lot wider, but I guess we have tires right now, so that's good. Should be keeping it in higher gears. Finally got the short shifting part down. Now I just need to keep it in higher gears. It's estimating that we can go another 7.5 laps like this. We're on fuel mix 3, so we should be able to make it. I'm not concerned about that. What's more concerning to me is tire wear, making sure that that's going to be alright. Like I said, I think that these guys are going to do a they're going to do 2 pit stops. I should be okay. Slow down quite a bit there because he's going pretty slow and there's not really a way through without getting a little bit too risque for my liking. Also to kind of lunge for that one too. But we're back in first, and hopefully we can keep it that way. Carrying good speed through there. Just a little bit of a lift out there. Keep it in a higher gear here. The chicanes, because we don't really need all that torque coming out. Just need to get out clean. We should be okay. Still so responsive though. And I remember I was flipping out when they added the Group 2 cars, those Super GT cars, how responsive they were, and these things just take that up to 11. But I guess it's more one of those things where I almost didn't expect the Super GT cars to be so responsive because they were GT cars, but you know, very high downforce, very efficient machines. So they turn in on a dime, just like these do. These prototypes. Doing a good bit of looking back. Say a good bit, I mean a bit too much. Slightest bit of lock up there. But we're bringing this one to a nice little conclusion. Maybe even put a little bow on it. Yeah, if we keep fuel saving at this rate, we should make it to the end of lap 17. Just gotta make sure. There goes Svenstermacher. A little bit of a cut there. I think that we'll be fine on this fuel map to make it to the end, so I'm just going to leave it here for now. Provided we take the same fuel saving measures that we did the past couple of laps, we will be alright. Just a little bit there. I'm not going to say it. If you're actually playing a drinking game, you probably would not be doing too great right now. I assume you're playing with shots. I will say that right now. If you're just taking a sip of your beer, and you're fine. Little deep. Little deep. Carried in the speed, though. Take my foot off the pedals there for a second. I'm just, left foot's getting really tired. It's funny, it's only an hour-long race, so it's a little abnormal for me to be getting tired like this so early. But at the same time, you know, combating fatigue is a better part of endurance racing. Combating fatigue and combating mechanical failure. Also, one thing I should probably add, it's fairly important. I don't know if it's been already documented, but with the new update, I'm having some issues now with replays. I was trying to go in and watch a replay from a race that happened maybe a couple hours ago, and I was reviewing an incident. Wheel goes everywhere as I try and get my headphones back on. Yeah. I forget what I was saying. I actually forget what I was saying, like, I genuinely don't even remember. Something about, you know, endurance racing, yada yada this, yada yada that. I do see we're coming up on some back markers. We're probably gonna have a chance to lap. Get that blue flag ready. So we're coming for it. Dicey there. Yeah, I think we should be good on fuel. Worst comes to worst, I'll just short shift it a little bit more. No big deal. Into the gravel again. Okay, yeah, there's something up. The way that that's modeled. There's like a little line in there, you can kind of see it if you look closely. It's in the gravel, it's almost like there's, you know, part of it's modeled to be much less dense amounts of gravel so that you can kind of get the wheels going a little more easily. I feel like I really don't have that rhythm anymore, but just a few more minutes of this. Just gotta concentrate. I'm starting to just be a bit more aggressive with my shifting. I need not be. Took a little bit of a big bite out of that curve, but we're gonna be alright. So I gotta get my pace up. I don't remember exactly what happened there, but just not the lap. Oh wait, that's right, I went off into the gravel. No wonder. Neuter. Yep, we're gonna have fuel enough to make it. Pretty much confirmed at this point. As I almost dip another wheel off into the gravel. Or into the grass. Whatever. Take another big bite. Probably would have been called for track limits. Oh, now I remember what I was saying. I was talking about the replay thing before my headphones fell. Yeah, I was trying to go and review an incident on a replay for a recent race because I got punted in turn 1. And I was trying to see what happened, who hit me, yada yada this, yada yada that. I wasn't sure if he just missed his braking point or if it was a chain reaction kind of thing, or if I just got plowed into head on, because it was a pretty good hit that I took, and it took me from 3rd to about 13th. So that was no fun. And I went back and I looked at it, and I saw the guy. He just happened to miss his braking point. But I tried to roll it back and catch another angle, and the game just crashed on me. And I tried to do the same thing again. The game just crashed on me. And I haven't tried it with other replays, and I haven't tried it with other replay files I have, because it's not a normal issue. But if it persists, then I'll probably say something about it. But as far as I know, that's just an issue that I'm having right now. Same error code, happened twice. Easy to replicate, or easy to duplicate, I guess. I sent in the error reports, and hopefully it'll get resolved pretty soon. 3/4 of the way through. Lap 13 should be time enough for just about 4 more laps after this. And that's really soft there. Like, that was way too slow. Like, if there were traffic behind me, that would have been pile up slow. I have to say, I'm a little bit disappointed. Obviously, a challenge factor is a little bit on the low end. Woulda, coulda, shoulda handicapped the car. Just to make it a little bit more interesting for myself and also for the viewers. But just didn't have the presence of mind to do it. Also, they don't give you a car handicap bonus for doing that on here, and so I feel less inclined to do it somehow. I wonder why. Honestly, probably fuel enough to go to fuel map 2, close out the race. But I'm gonna wait a second to do that, since we got good pace already. Still haven't encountered any of that lap traffic, so hopefully we'll get there before the race is over. See, a guy in 20th just went through the first of 2 chicanes. honestly have to ask myself what they might be driving, because I really don't feel like I have a good idea. Right front lockup at a terrible moment, just completely preventing the car from turning in at all. But survive, forge on. Besides, since the majority of this is left turns, I think we'll be okay. Or, I'm sorry, did I say the majority is left turns? The majority of this is right turns, which a lot stresses out the left front wheel. So I think we're going to be alright. Jeez, I'm losing my focus badly. Luckily, it's only 10 minutes to go, which means it's pretty much no more than 3 laps. I mean, it might mean more than 3 laps that are close to the finish line, but from where I'm standing now, it's pretty much just 3 laps exactly. A little bit of tap there, a little bit of touch. Again, just, there's not as much grip here, just gotta back off a little bit. Oh, GTR on Nismo. I guess that makes sense. Aggressive pitting cycle and all that. The thing is that those cars are designed to do so well in, you know, straight line speed, especially. You got the hybrid system, so pretty much from 3rd gear up, they are dastardly fast. But I think that the aero's just so aggressive on that car, and it does really hurt it. Because it gets up to like 170, 180 really quickly, but from there it just hits a brick wall. Whereas in this, I'm going onwards up to 220 plus, or 220. You can't really compete with that sometimes. Kick it into field map 2 and just open it up for the rest of the time for the last 3 laps and see what we can do. 223. Had to get on the brakes a little early there because I was a little nervous. Just hadn't had that power before, or hadn't had that power in a while, hadn't had that draft before. Looks like the front of his car is a little messed up. He got into some incidents. He's sticking with me, he's right behind me. Car feels a little more prone to spinning now that we got that extra power back. Just gonna try and make it to the end. I feel like the car got a little bit blocky on me there, but through. THRU through. For sure, we're on the last couple of laps. I'm hungry, I'm tired, I'm ready to be done with this. And it's funny because, like, I honestly have the best of it, you know. This is in this little virtual world. It's force feedback's turned down. I have no subjugation to any of the forces that are going on inside of the car. Obviously, my race would have been over a long time ago if this were anything remotely close to real. because I would have had damage to contend with. But also, like, I'm only really fatigued in terms of my feet being tired and my stomach hurting. Everything else is fine. I'm not like my body isn't strained, my arms aren't hurting, etc., etc. I'm doing fine. Honestly, probably turn down Fuel Map 1 for the rest of this and probably be okay. It's a bit late through there. A bit tardy. As we head into the last couple of laps, white flag will be next time by. I'm pretty sure, unless something happens. Fenstermacher into the pits again. Surprising. Of course, he's on the medium compound, probably doesn't help anything, but still, surprised to see him in the pits. Probably going to take on a whole tank because the AI don't know how to act around here. That's one thing I do wish that they would fix, is that in the timed races, the AI don't really have a good idea of how to gauge their remaining fuel. So they just fill it up to 100 regardless of how much time is left. Like, I saw that happen right before the white flag came out on the Group 1 Endurance at Nürburgring. The AI just came in right before the white flag came out, filled it up to 100, lost a ton of time that way. And honestly, I think most of the cars are honestly on a more economical strategy than I was. So it's like some of the leaders were doing that too. Not to say I wasn't in the lead, but I mean, it was a bit of a closer race than this one is. It's a bit more hotly contested because I was making more mistakes. I also don't remember if I had the BOP on, but I want to say that I did not. Oh wow, I don't have fast lap right now. And I'm probably not in a good position to challenge for it. But you know what I'm about to do. I'm about to use my final lap to try and challenge for it. Probably gonna mess something up though. Another little tap there. Getting a little over-aggressive. Did a 3:29.1 on that lap, so we'll try and bring it down a couple tenths. Figure it out. Ah, that was no good. Already on a bit of a crappy lap. Yep, we're already about a second and a half down. Yep, that was kind of weak. Oh well, even though I didn't get fast laps, still gonna come across the line in a resounding first and make it count. Not exactly a clean race, but I'll take it. Ooh, and when I say I needed that. So close to level 40. Oh, that's right. Doesn't let you do BOP on here. Now, I could have still turned down the power. I could have still made that happen. I couldn't put on BOP, and then that's all good. You know, I'm not worried about that. Anyway, that's about the end of the stream. Appreciate you guys tuning in, and I hope to see you next time. As ever, have a good one. And if you enjoy the video, like, subscribe, comment, tell me what you like, tell me what you think could be done better. And I hope to see you guys on the next one.